In a historic Middle East tour, President Donald Trump has secured trillions in investment commitments from Gulf nations, reshaping global alliances and placing the US at the heart of a new era of AI, energy, and economic power. From Riyadh to Doha to Abu Dhabi, this is the story of how America and the Arab world are forging a future powered by technology, diplomacy, and unprecedented ambition. But this trip wasn't just about numbers, it was about symbolism. In this video, we're going to break it all down. What exactly were the deal and who signed them? Why tech giants like OpenAI and Nvidia were involved? How Coinbase entered the S&P 500 quietly during all of this? And most importantly, what it means for you as an investor. Let's get into it. This week, Donald Trump returned to the Middle East, looking less like a leader of a democracy and more like a visiting fellow monarch. He was greeted with all the pomp and pageantry of the Gulf monarchies could offer. Red carpets, Arabian horses, sword-bearing guards, and yes, a full parade of camels. This was not a normal visit. This was Trump's first international trip since returning to office. And instead of heading to traditional allies like Canada or Europe, he chooses the Gulf state again. But this time, he didn't just meet with Saudi Arabia and the UAE. He also met with Qatar and, in a shocking move, with Syria's interim president, making the first time in generation that a sitting American president has done that. Trump's first stop was Saudi Arabia. There, he and Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman unveiled a sweeping $600 billion investment framework. It included a $142 billion arms deal, the largest in the US history, $100 billion into a new AI project called Project Transcendence, tech partnerships with Nvidia, AMD, and others, healthcare, aerospace, energy, and infrastructure expansions. And yes, Saudi Arabia plans to become an AI superpower, and they're going to do it through American technology. Next stop, Doha, Qatar. Here's what was announced. A $96 billion deal for 210 Boeing jets and GE engines, $3 billion in defense contracts, a plan to double US investments from the Qatar Investment Authority. Total investments value, $1.2 trillion. This is no longer just diplomacy. This is a capital alliance. Finally, Abu Dhabi. The UAE pledged $1.4 trillion over the next 10 years. Their focus, energy, AI data centers, semiconductors, biotech, and advanced manufacturing. They also stack deals to improve up to 500,000 Nvidia AI chips annually. That's a strategic play to make the UAE a regional tech hub. Let's talk about the table. This wasn't just diplomats. It was tech titans and trillion-dollar firms. Elon Musk expanding Starlink in Saudi Arabia. Sam Altman defending his OpenAI chips deals with the UAE. Larry Fink representing BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager. But meanwhile, Brian Armstrong, CEO of Coinbase, now officially part of the S&P 500. That's right, Coinbase quietly made history. In the middle of all of this, Coinbase was added to the S&P 500 index. And that's a massive milestone for crypto. Why? Because it means pension funds and index trackers are now buying into Coinbase automatically. Billions of dollars in passive flows. This is crypto becoming institutional. It's no longer on the edge. It's in the system now. And while this was happening, Bitcoin crossed over 100,000 quietly, without hysteria, without Google searches surging, just solid demand from institutions and ETFs flows. Bitcoin is maturing and it's becoming a permanent part of the financial world. So what does this all mean for you? Here's how I'm positioning myself with clarity, safety, and long-term conviction. For crypto, I'm continuing to hold Bitcoin as a long-term core asset, not for short-term hype, but because it's evolving. It's a digital reserve in a global economy. In crypto specifically, I have a strategy. I'm ready with cash on the side to enter when a new narrative emerges, or AI token or real world asset or any of that. When those moments come, I can enter carefully, not emotionally. I also sell in stages, not all at once. I follow a clear DCA out strategy with exit levels preset for each investment. That way, I remove emotion and stick to the plan. No panic, no greed. I'm also watching high conviction sectors, AI, tokenization, layer 0 projects, and real world infrastructure, because this is where capital is flowing and innovation is happening. This isn't about time in the market, it's about being positioned for the next wave. Because this shift, it's not a phase, it's a financial reset. And I'd rather be ready than reactive. Let's recap. Over $3.2 trillion in Gulf investments. A first visit that broke diplomatic tradition. Crypto enters the financial mainstream and Bitcoin hits $100,000. This is a global economic shift and it's happening faster than most people realize. So I'll ask you again, are you preparing for what's next? Hit that like button if this helped you. Let me know in the comment below, are you investing in this new era? And make sure you subscribe because I'm just getting started. I'm Lamia. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.